He's one of England's all-time leading goal scorers, an advocate of Walker's Crisps, and a Match of the Day presenter. Today, we are remaking Gary Lineker in FM22 to see how his career would pan out a second time. Will Gary Lineker get on really well in this match engine, or will he bounce around and be at lots of different clubs? Will he somehow manage to beat his own goal-scoring record for England, or will he not make the grade? Today, we will find out. Let's jump in and take a look at a very youthful Gary Lineker back at Leicester. So guys, this is Gary Lineker. He is back at Leicester, the club where it all started for him. He looks great in game, doesn't he? He looks pretty good in terms of some of his attributes as well. He's 18 years of age, not capped by England at this current time. 16 finishing for him, good composure, good determination, pretty good off the ball as well, decent enough natural fitness. He plays short, simple passes, tries to beat the offside trap, and tries first time shots. Pretty good on both feet, very strong right foot, and a fairly strong left foot. Now, he has scored a lot of goals for England. I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but he is now 4th in the England all-time leading goal scorers, with the more recent additions of Harry Kane and Wayne Rooney above him. So I'm really interested to see how he gets on a second time around. Obviously, his career did take him over to Barcelona. He played for Barcelona. He also played for Grampus, I believe it was, in Japan. So he had a very interesting career the first time around. Let's see what will happen the second time around. If you are new around here, this video or this series is where we put someone back into the match engine, simulate their season, their career a second time around, and we will jump in at 5, 10, 15 and 20 years to see how it got on, to see if they can beat what they actually did in real life, and see if maybe they can even better their career. We did have a couple of these where some of the players have gone on to have better careers a second time around. So this is Gary Lineker. He's at Leicester City. Let's jump forward 5 years time and see how he's getting on. Okay then guys, so 5 years into the future, he finds himself in Germany. He's actually the striker of Dynamo Dresden, rocking their number 10 jersey. 23 years of age, Gary Lineker now, 25 goals in 13 appearances for England. This guy knows where the back of the net is, doesn't he? He looks like he's had a fantastic season in his current season. First of all, let's take a look at his attributes. He's got great finishing, really nice anticipation. That 20 composure is going to be so vital for him. Good decisions, good determination as well, along with that really nice off the ball. He's developed a little bit more pace. Obviously, I didn't watch a lot of Gary Lineker. I'm only 31, so I didn't see a lot of Gary Lineker. So you're going to have to let me know down in the comments. Was Gary Lineker actually this fast, or is the game sort of taking a few liberties with it? If we take a look at his career history, let's find out how he's actually got himself to Dynamo Dresden. Let's have a look at his career stats first and foremost. Okay, so it's had 3 years on loan at Dynamo Dresden. You don't see a lot of loans here. Obviously, he's not going to break into that Leicester team initially. Goes over to Germany into the Bundesliga 2 for Dynamo Dresden. And then he has 3 successful loan spells with them, where he eventually joins them on a free transfer as they move from the Bundesliga 2 up to the Bundesliga. He's been a very good goal scorer, 145 goals in 145 games. That is a ludicrous return for someone this age. Dynamo Dresden signed him for a free transfer. His contract was obviously over at Leicester, and he obviously started to like playing in Germany. So he joined the club where he'd been on loan the last 3 seasons. He's gone from strength to strength. 34 goals in 28 games in that first season in the Bundesliga, then 35 goals in 29 appearances in that second season in the Bundesliga. I assume he's won a Bundesliga 2. What else has Gary Lineker won? So if we scroll all the way to the bottom, in 2022, he won the DFB Pokal. Fair play, Gary. He's also runners-up in the Super Cup, but obviously they would have come up against the league winners, so not necessarily the best thing there. They've won the DFB Pokal again, Europa League winners, Dynamo Dresden. Wow, he's also won the UEFA Under-21 Championship with England. Fair enough. UEFA Super Cup winners as well. Got his first international cap, age 20, against Iceland in a game which he scored. He's won the Europa League. Is this back-to-back Europa Leagues for Dynamo Dresden? That is ridiculous. You never see stuff like this. And these simulations are exactly why I do this sort of thing. It's really nice to see. European Championship final winners. Can I have a look at this? Yes, I can. I think we can open it up and expand the game to see what happened in this game. England versus Italy, obviously a rematch of the Euros just gone. and England this time coming out on top. Goals from Jack Grealish and Harry Kane. Are there player ratings in here? Did he play at all? England stats. Did he come on? Did he make an appearance? Did our Gary? He did come on in the 67th minute and played a 6.9 and didn't really do anything. So, fair enough. England had just gone 1-0 up at that point. But he came on. He still got a medal. Still got himself in a good spot with England there. England Super Cup winners again. That's back-to-back with Dynamo Dresden. Love it. In terms of England as well, European/South American Super Cup winners also picked up a Nations League victory, which is nice to see. England doing pretty nice things there. And then 2026, what a season. Bundesliga champions and DFB Pokal winners. If we go into the stages of this Bundesliga, they've beaten Bayern by a point. Bayern lost on the last day of the season. This form towards the end of the season is absolutely abysmal for Bayern Munich, allowing a Gary Lineker-led Dynamo Dresden all the way through. So the last few games, they even lost the last game of the season to Dresden, with Lineker scoring 2 goals in it. I've got to expand this. We're going to take a look at the goals. Leroy Sané with the goal for Bayern Munich. Let's expand this and see how Lineker's actually getting on, because we really don't see teams like Dynamo Dresden picking up players like this, and I don't understand why, especially because of how young they are. You'd think this would be the way it would happen. So Lineker on the ball then, knocks it back to the centre midfielder. We're expecting a ball over the top. We are. It's a mistake from the Anzu, and Lineker's in for a nice little finish there. That is a little bit sloppy from Bayern, but Lineker will not care about it. Nice little poaching move. This is probably going to be Leroy Sané's equaliser here. Pedro Porro into Sané. That's a nice finish. Yeah, it's nice. In off the inside of the post. We like those. Then we go into the second half then. And this is Gary Lineker's match winner and title winning goal potentially. As the ball goes over the top, Lineker's away again from the Anzu by the looks of things. And that's a cool, calm, collective finish into the bottom corner to secure the Bundesliga title for Dynamo Dresden, or Dynamo, whichever way you want to say it. That is ridiculous. Fair play, Gary Lineker in that season as well. Top goal scorer in the Bundesliga, beating Moukoko there by a long chalk as well. An absolute long chalk. If we go into Gary Lineker again and have a look at his milestones, let's see what other awards he's won. Supporters Player of the Year and all this stuff is all good, but it doesn't really go into any of the big boy competitions. European Championship Golden Boot, he wins that one, beating Erling Haaland to that. Haaland scored 7 in 4. Lineker scored 12 in 7. Goals. Bags, man. He's won a Ballon d'Or. The 2025 Ballon d'Or and 2024 Ballon d'Or for Dynamo Dresden. Gary Lineker. This has to be the best one of these that we've done so far. He's absolutely smashed it, getting his name on the Ballon d'Or inside this first 5 years. Will he continue this dominance over the next 5 years? Let's advance and find out. So 10 years into the future, and Gary Lineker is no longer playing in the Bundesliga. He is playing his trade in the Premier League. He is a Liverpool striker, which is really interesting because in his actual career, he did play for Everton. I've just clocked in the top right his career stats. He has gone via Barcelona, which we will unpack in a minute. But look at Gary Lineker. Unbelievable here. Great dribbling, finishing, first touch. Fantastic penalty taking. Really nice technique. It looks like Liverpool have been trying to deploy him out on the right-hand side as well, which is just, in my opinion, such a waste of his talents. Great anticipation, phenomenal composure. The mentals on this man are unbelievable. And that physicals have really ticked up a notch as well. That 19 agility, did Gary Lineker really have that? But it looks like he's doing pretty well for Liverpool. What is this season? 82 goals in 58 appearances in all comps for Liverpool in the 2030-2031 season. He's now got 75 in 68 for England. Let's have a look at his career stats then. So Barcelona bought him from Dynamo Dresden after winning the Bundesliga for 144 million. He's gone over to Spain, which is a nice little touch. He did play for Barcelona in his career, so I like this. A nice little touch going back to Spain. I wonder, have they been dominant with those La Liga titles? Yes, very much so. So Barcelona on top very much here. And then in the last 2 seasons, Liverpool paid 129 million for him, which is really weird because it doesn't look like he's dropped off at all. Like, his lowest goal scoring return at Barcelona is 37 in 36 in the league, which is just phenomenal. Goes over to England, first season in England, 30 appearances in the Premier League, 36 goals. Second season, he's just gone off. 31 appearances for Liverpool and 43 goals in the Premier League, and obviously 82 and 58 in that latest season. In terms of his milestones, I can only assume he's won some trophies. So since he left Dinamo Dresden, he's won the Supercopa, won the Liga Santander, the Champions League. He's got his hand on one of those. The Nations League again with England. UEFA Super Cup. That's the multiple time he's won that. La Liga again. Copa de España, the Super Cup there. Copa del Rey, the Champions League back to back. The Euros with England. Back-to-back Euros winners. Like, Gary Lineker has been the difference maker, that's for damn sure. Another Champions League, a Europa League for Barcelona, pretty disappointing there. Club World Cup winners. Is basically like, it's got to this point and he's won almost every single trophy that he can win in the world of football as a player. Then he goes over to Liverpool. He's won the Europa League again. He's won the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. Liverpool won everything in this season. That's 6 trophies for Liverpool in 2030 there. And then they move into 31 Carabao Cup winners as well. Back-to-back Premier Leagues. Scored the winning goal for Liverpool in the Emirates FA Cup final. Can we go and have a look at that? I assume we can. It's Manchester City. Lineker scored 8 in this competition. Let's have a look at this goal. Liverpool versus Manchester City in the FA Cup final, or in a cup final. Where have we seen that before, boys and girls? Manchester City not really getting their way here, and this is the goal then. I assume by now we're getting into new gen territory. Kurt Zuma, interesting. Kai playing for Liverpool here into Lineker, and he rifles it past. I don't know who this is in goal. It is still Ederson in goal for Manchester City to win the FA Cup for Liverpool. Yeah, there's the FA Cup, and there's back-to-back Champions Leagues, is it? Oh no, just the one Champions League for Liverpool, and there's the 2 that he won for Barcelona. 21 goals for Lineker in the Champions League. This Liverpool team seems like a bit of a brute. In terms of some of the other awards, I can only assume he's dominated the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, he's won the Ballon d'Or with 3 different teams now inside 10 years, which is ludicrous. So he's won it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in 10 years at 3 different teams. Dinamo Dresden, Barcelona, Liverpool. Lineker can do it all. Let's see what happens 5 more years into the future. So 15 years into the future, we have a 33-year-old Gary Lineker, and it looks like he's been dotting around after his time at Liverpool. He is now a Newcastle United player, but looking at his career stats in the top right-hand corner, he's gone via the way of Roma, Porto, and you can see here he is currently on loan from Porto. It looks like he's been very, very good for England still. 133 goals for England in 127 caps. He is still a model professional, a legendary striker. His attributes obviously look like that. They are that of a very, very good striker. I wonder why things have gone slightly wrong for him at Liverpool. This was the time we were last here. 26 goals in 20 appearances in the Premier League for him, 42 in 31 in all comps. Why have they sold him? I just don't understand. He's gone over to Roma. He's gone over to the Serie A. Why not? Why not try and win as many of these domestic leagues as possible for 101 million? It looks like he was purchased in the January here of the 2032-33 season, and then he's gone over to Italy and scored 16 in 13 for Roma in the Serie A. Out of curiosity, who's their manager? They don't have one. Excellent, fantastic. And then in that second season, 50 goals in Serie A in 33 games. Obviously, this match engine is completely broken. 80 goals, including 20 penalties. 20 penalties! What? 20 penalties in a season for Roma. Then he gets bought by Porto, goes over to Porto, £83 million Porto paid for him. Give him a season, 26 goals in 33 appearances in the Primeira Liga. Then for some reason they loan him to Newcastle. This career resimulation is crazy. This is the most ludicrous one we've ever seen. They're usually a little bit, Ruud Gullit moved like 4 times in his career, and that was quite a lot. This is ludicrous. I feel like Leicester are missing out on a player here. In his overall career stats, he's got 543 goals in 482 games. What? What is happening? So he's now moved around a little bit more in terms of some of his milestones. What has he won now? Has he won? Did he win Serie A? I'm curious now. Euros runner-up here. I'm just looking at all the other stuff he's done with Liverpool. Another Champions League for Liverpool. Fair play to them. Doing very well there. Then he goes over to Roma. Coppa Italia winners. Serie A winners. So he did win the Serie A there. He's won another Champions League at Roma. His biography at the end of this video is going to be ludicrous. Club World Cup winners with Roma, UEFA Super Cup winners, PS5 Super Cup winners, that's the Italian Super Cup, Coppa Italia, Serie A, Europa League, FIFA World Cup winner Gary Lineker. He scored he in the final against Turkey. And did he score? No, he played and got a 6.6, which is disappointing that he didn't score in the World Cup final, but he is a World Cup winner nonetheless. Then he got the loan move. He looks like he didn't do anything for Porto despite scoring a lot of goals. Carabao Cup winners, Premier League champions with Newcastle, Emirates FA Cup winners and Europa League winners. This man has won more competitions than I've had hot dinners. We're going to jump forward another 5 years just to see what he looks like at the end of his career, because this is the most ludicrous one of these we have ever seen. So guys, the fairy tale is complete. 20 years into the future, English forward Gary Lineker finds himself back in Germany and back at Dynamo Dresden. It looks like he's been a little bit of a journeyman, but we'll get into that towards the end. He's back at Dresden, where he won so many trophies. 201 goals for England in 185 caps. Not only is he the most cap player, he's obviously by a far and away the most goal scorer player, the player with the most goals scored in England history by a long chalk. Looking at his career stats in that top right corner, let's expand that. He has bounced around absolutely everywhere. So we were last here when he was on loan from Porto to Newcastle. Porto then loaned him out to Bayern. He had a season in the Bundesliga again at Bayern, old rivals. Then he's gone on a free transfer to Monaco. He's then gone on a free transfer to Boca, then on a free transfer to Pumas in Mexico, and then finally on a free transfer back to Dynamo Dresden, the club where he kick-started his career. He's had so many clubs in this, and his attributes look like they have really declined over the final few years. 680 goals in 637 appearances, which is absolutely ludicrous in all the leagues in his lifetime. In his career stats and stuff as well, let's have a look. I assume he's won some stuff with Bayern. Why wouldn't he have? DFL Super Cup, scored the winning goal for Bayern Munich in the UEFA Super Cup final. Fair play to him. That's so far gone, I won't be able to see that one. Super Cup winners, Bundesliga champions, another Champions League, UEFA Nations League again for England. Then he moves to Monaco, Coupe de France, Europa League. He's also won League a World Cup winner again with England, the Copa Libertadores. This is a trophy that we've never seen someone win in any one of these, but he's gone to South America and he's won the Libertadores with Boca, goes and wins the CONCACAF Champions League with Pumas, a UEFA Nations League winner again with England, and then a CONCACAF Champions League winner again with Pumas. Then goes back to Germany, and he's scoring winning goals for England in the UEFA European Championship final. Can we see this one? England versus Ireland in this final. What on earth is happening there? Gary Lineker with the 45th minute goal. He's old as time at this point, but he gets in and he scores a goal against Ireland. This would be one hell of a Euros final if it were to happen all the way down the line. England versus Ireland. But here's the ball then, whipped in, and is batted out, and it goes back into Lineker. Cheeky little 1-2, and he creates a space for himself, and that is a nice finish to win England the Euros again. Fair play, Gary Lineker. And then after that, what else have we got? DFB Pokal winners, another Bundesliga title for Dresden. This guy's won it all. He's won it all. In terms of the Bundesligas, he's won the goal 50 I've just clocked as well. Where's the old Ballon d'Or, hey? Gary Lineker. I have never seen a player win as many Ballon d'Ors, especially with as many different teams as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Ballon d'Ors with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different teams. 14 Ballon d'Ors, 8 different teams. What a career. Gary Lineker, you'd be buzzing with this, wouldn't you? Let's have a look at his biography. Jesus, he's won it all. Let's have a look. His competitions then. A phenomenal 85 competition wins throughout his career. He's won the FIFA Club World Cup with Barcelona and Roma. He's won the UEFA Nations League with England 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. A Copa Libertadores with Boca once. He's won the European South American Super Cup, which will be introduced next season, by the way, I believe. 3 times with England. The DFL Super Cup, just twice. The DFL Super Cup. CONCACAF Champions League twice, UEFA Community Shield, nobody cares, Carabao Cup, he won it consecutively for 2 years, and then won it again with Newcastle, Emirates FA Cup consecutively for 3 years with Liverpool, and then once again with Newcastle, Supercopa de España, obviously during his time at Barcelona. There's just so much here. I'm just trying to find the leagues now, looking through things here. So he won La Liga consecutively for 3 years. He won Serie A consecutively for 2 years. Won the Bundesliga with Dynamo Dresden, Bayern, and then Dresden again. This man's won every competition known to man, especially with the ridiculous number of Ballon d'Ors. So this is the remake of Gary Lineker's career. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments section. And if you do like these player remakes, there is a playlist that's going to pop up on the screen now where you can check out all of these other videos. Until next time, guys, take care. See you soon.